Hey everyone, and welcome to Hunter's Moon, a Sovereign Syndicate adventure. Today we are taking a look at the demo for this upcoming game. So, what is this game? This is a roguelike or roguelite, take your pick, card battler with some permanent upgrades during the campaign. Story-wise, we are sent by the Queen, I believe. It's been like a week or two since I played it for the first time, so I'm a little bit rusty, but I believe we are sent by the Queen to investigate a mysterious plague. Definitely not have nothing to do with the moon, but we'll see. Unfortunately, our airship crashes, and we are immediately set upon by cultists and monsters. After the initial victory, we sent for help because we need to focus all our time and effort and resources on repairing our airship. So for now, we are playing as this this help that has arrived. It is a game set in the same universe as another game from the same developer, the Sovereign Syndicate. I haven't played it. I checked it out briefly just on Steam right now before I started this video, and it is a completely different kind of game, but it is set in the same universe. Without any further ado though, let's just get into it. We can see I have played it a few, I think 2, maybe 3 runs I've done. It is very difficult, and I assume this is just demo progress, what we have available to us, 24%. So it is, you can probably get through this like fairly quickly. But before we get into anything, we can see we have a few upgrades. This is our damaged airship that we are trying to repair. We have some items. I believe this is just everything we have found. It's not, I don't believe we can interact with it in any way. We can just check out what they do. And it looks like we have unlocked everything that there is to unlock in the demo. There are legendary items, but none is available to us. Quick overview, we can repair our spaceship here. Oh, not spaceship. It's so funny. I was thinking before I started this video, don't call it a spaceship. Don't call it a spaceship. Don't call it a spaceship. It is an airship, not a spaceship. We will find resources during the runs that we do, and win or lose, you will get to keep these resources. Or are they called scrap or salvage? I think it looks like wood, but it is salvage in this game. And win or lose, you get to keep it, and you can upgrade various things to help in future runs, which is what's gonna make everything a little bit easier, because it is, at least in my mind, highly difficult. It is very tactical. I haven't won a run yet. I've only had my ass handed to me a couple of times. But different things, increased sanity, or nerve as it's called in this game. We have health, vigor. We have increased deck size, or increased, yes, upgrade 1 card in your deck at the start of each journey. A lot of stuff. That we can do consumable slots and various different things. Other than that, we gain XP as well as we play, and we can also use those talent points to upgrade our characters. For instance, there's block, there's max health again, right strength at the start of elite combats. For instance, there's all sorts of goodies here that you can spend your talent points on, making your life easier on the road. We also have cards. And we can see we do have access to 2 characters. I'm actually not sure if we're going to play as Griswold at all, other than that initial battle as we crash. Right now we only have access to Molly, and that's the character we will be playing with. But we can see we have 24 out of 24 common cards. I don't know if that means that is... No, that is all we have access to, I believe, because obviously we don't start with 5 epic cards in our deck. So this is not our starting deck. This is just all the cards that are available to us. It does say 14 out of 14, 24 out of 24, so I assume I have unlocked everything, even though I actually haven't unlocked that much. But in either case, let's start a mission. And I think these are more or less random. Okay, and this is the first time I see this. Let's, because I unlocked it. So let's see, what is the loadout? So I can add a card, random card, just like from an upgrade to my deck. Okay. Pickpocket. Okay, so that's literally just, okay, so I can see the upgrade as well. No, okay, that's fine. Let's grab the reload here because that's draw a card and gain 7 block. That's pretty decent. Smoke grenade seems pretty good as well, but evade is not a guaranteed evade in this game. You can see the character has a 12% chance to evade an attack, 4% per each stack. So it's no guarantee to evade. So let's go with the reload here. That's absolutely fine, and let's get into it. A logging camp in the woods has gone silent, and rancid wind now wafts from that direction. The workers' loved ones are calling for someone to investigate and uncover the logger's fate. We shall answer the call. And this is our mission overview. So we have X amount of turns, I think, before we come to a conclusion. I believe these can conclude earlier if we draw the right encounters, but at the very least, after 10 turns, this will conclude. We have some doom up here. This increases every time we play a card, and we can see that they have a cost up here. This is, oh, not a cost, but this is, well, I guess we can call it a cost. This is a doom cost. The higher the number, the more doom it'll add to our overall level up here. But we have 3 stacks down here, and in some missions I've seen these are random, others they are not. But this one looks very random, and we can draw from any of these, and we can even see what's underneath it, so we can plan a little bit ahead. We are not going to be planning ahead, we're just gonna grab whatever we think looks nice, but you can plan ahead. And next time, if let's say we go with the abandoned farm, which we probably will, because we can scavenge for materials there, the next time we can choose between these two on top here and the rising tensions that are below. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Let's see, we have the Rod runs deep, find the logging camp, or roots of corruption, find clues about old Tom. Okay. Believe, yeah, this is not the logging camp, but let's get into it right with this one. We get an event. This barn has been abandoned to a uniform grey. The doors askew, the roof collapsed. The structure hasn't been used in quite some time. An unseen shutter bangs against a jamb. Okay. So we can scavenge for resources, or we can look around. Restore 10 vigor and 5 nerve. No real reason for that, since we haven't been in any combat yet. We can move along as well, of course, but no effect. But let's scavenge for resources. Let's gain a card. Why not? Okay, we have a dirty cheat. Reduce the something cost of 1 random cards. Okay, I guess energy. By 1 this combat and exhaust. That's pretty decent. Hustler's instance gains 2 wind up, draw 1 card. I don't know what a lot of these things are. I'm just gonna be honest straight away. I don't know what a lot of these things are. I don't know what wind up is, but honestly, either Dirty Cheat or Hustler's Instinct sounds good. Hustler's Instinct is a free play, and it's card draw, and it gains us something extra. Let's go with that. No salvage. That's unfortunate. But that's how it is. We are now at 2 doom, and this will increase the difficulty for the remainder of the run. With each level it increases. Okay. Well, we have no choice but to do a battle here, either with humans or with corrupted creatures. We need to find the logging camp, and there's a sawmill underneath this one, so maybe we go with this one, and maybe we can already finish this mission next time. We'll see. Okay, so this is Molly. Molly has a companion. We have our little doggy here. Hercules, we cannot control him. He does whatever he does. And he just does his thing, and that's absolutely it. He is gonna do what? He's gonna curse every enemy. We can see if we hover over them, each character, we can see who they are targeting. It doesn't look like we can see exactly what they're gonna be doing, but we can do that by hovering over each little icon here. But we don't know really what debuff it is, and we can see what they plan to do. You plan to curse this guy, or our doggy. Okay. And you plan to attack. Why are you taking so much damage? How many attacks do you have? 2 attacks there, 1 curse there, 1 attack to each there. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. Fair enough. I'm by no means an expert of this game yet. At all. Let's see. So, we can see a preview of how much health we're gonna have left if we just let it resolve. This is already... Okay, that was a bad card. Really? Not this pile. Gain 2 wind up. Okay, that's bad. That's a bad card. Huh. I'm not exactly sure how that works yet. I believe wind up makes you do extra damage for the next attack. I was not aware that it was gonna... oh, it's because they have a trait that gives them wind up each time I use a skill. Okay, that's why. It was a little bit confusing. So the card probably works just fine. But as we can see, they're now doing more damage, but it's only for the next attack. But it was probably not a swell idea to use that straight away, since they're all going absolutely nuts with attacking. I guess we're just going to be... Oh my god, they're gonna get so much wind up for this turn. But we kind of have to. That was another skill as well. Okay, let's defend ourselves here, because our dog does heal 2 every turn. That was a nasty first turn. But it... Honestly, in my mind, this demonstrates pretty well how the game functions. This is very intense. We haven't even done any damage to it. We're just on the defensive, straight off the bat. And honestly, let's block on ourselves. And let's do some damage. Let's do some damage, because we need to kill these bastards. We do not heal in between combats. No bleeding, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I really need to kill these bastards. Let's see. Okay, so I was about to say, how do we know what is a skill and what is not? I think the color around the card when we hover over it. It would be nice if we could see that a little bit easier, but green looks like skills. This is an attack, obviously, since it's red. You're blocking for yourself. That's pretty good. That means you're not taking any damage. We can ignore whatever is going to happen to you. That's actually excellent. Because then we can do this. And that means you're okay as well. We can do that. So we can attack you. And because we are exactly okay, I think we will not be using any of these. Because they'll get wind up. So let's just do that. Weakness. Fantastic. That's what we want. Could kill this guy, but we would take a lot of damage in the No, we can't do much other than this, honestly. So let's... because I was only thinking about Scatter Shot to do 6 to all, but I think we have to do this. Unfortunately, because we are weak, we have to use both of these. Otherwise, this would have been... Oh, do we? What does Bleed do? The character takes 2 damage at the end of the turn. Yeah, I don't want to take your damage, sir, so we have to do this. Oh, I want to do this. Had that been at the beginning, that would have been beautiful, but it wasn't. Okay. Well, we're being cursed again. Let's assume that is another weakness. And we are taking damage here. I would like to not take any damage. You're cursing as well, which I believe is also weakness. Let's take a gamble here and say that it is weakness, because that means this block is actually going to be enough. Yeah, beautiful. Oh my god, 6 bleeding? Are you insane? You're doing what? You're doing 3 damage, so one of these should be enough. Yeah, now you're dead to our doggo, so we can focus on you. You're doing 5, so we can do that. That'll be just fine. Because we'll defend this. That bleed is crazy. That bleed is crazy. This is no easy game at all in my mind. Do we take 11? That's just so crazy. I don't think bleed takes from block, but let's try and... It does. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we can prevent bleed damage with block as well. That's really good. So what are we looking at here? You're doing 6. You're doing first though. 6 plus what? Ooh, we're not weakened anymore. So then you're dead. Yeah. Let's. Are we gonna? Yeah, we're actually gonna take the bleeding damage here. So I will block. Yeah, cool. That would have been a silly mistake to make. Okay. Hard-fought victory, I gotta say. We get some rewards. Got some money and some... I don't know what the money is used for yet, actually. Or... I don't remember. And we get some experience. We also get a... consumable. Flask of laudanum. Gains 3, what I assume is energy. Very nice, very nice. And we get a card. Hopefully a good one. Let's see. Here we have the dirty cheat. That's pretty decent. High stakes. Gain 6 block. Draw 2 cards. You gain 1 vulnerability. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have the slug round. Deal 12 piercing damage, but it costs 3. Cost 3. I think we're gonna go with the dirty cheat here. Let's see. We are gonna go straight into the sawmill. 2 doom. That's not very nice, but that's okay. The overgrown remains of a logging camp sit abandoned in a broad clearing. You soon notice a glowing lantern in the window of one of the shacks. Perhaps it's not entirely abandoned after all. Okay. Look inside the shack for a random relic or 10 salvage. Well, as I said, the salvage stays with us even if we die. And that's what we want to upgrade. So I'm thinking we are gonna go with the salvage here. Yep. Very nice indeed. And we have an encounter. An encounter with a character or event. And after that we have more rising tension. So another battle. So let's do that.
The lichen is spreading wildly here. You observe it pulsing faintly, like ripples in a pond.
Okay. So, one thing that I want to mention is that between runs, once you do this, Once you find an event and you click one of these, it'll remember. You don't have to remember. So maybe we'll see another encounter that I've done before, maybe we won't, but the next time you encounter this, say you decide to inspect the pattern, you will know. The game will tell you. You don't have to remember what these events do, which is, in my mind, very, very nice for someone like me that don't, or for many people maybe that don't play like 20 hours a day and can learn all these things by heart. But the game will tell you as long as you've encountered it before. But we won't know the other option, of course, until we try it. But we're gonna inspect the pattern.
The ripples have a rhythm, all leading northeast towards Hangman's Hill.
Okay. Okay, so honestly, we're actually gonna deplete this deck. Interesting, I didn't know that you could. So we battled some humans. That was pretty nasty, honestly. So we could go with more humans and get access to and Selina's card, whatever that is, or we could battle some monsters and look at a merchant. Don't know how much we're gonna get done here in this video. So let's just to showcase. Let's do the monsters. Probably would have gone with Anselina's card just because I don't know what it is. Oh my god, I remember these. There's a boss fight with these bastards. These are nasty. Whispering Lichen. Okay. Did we draw our... no, unfortunately we did not draw our... what's it called? Scatter shot for 6 damage to everything. We did draw our dirty cheat though. Taking a lot of damage here. Let's do that. Okay, we can do that. Defend, that's pretty good. You are defending yourself. We probably should defend ourselves, man. Because he heals over time. And honestly, do we attack or do we do dirty shit? I think we attack. I think we need to take one of these bad boys down as fast as we can. Because there's a lot of them. 5 of them is nasty. That can overwhelm us pretty quickly. We got a spore. At 4 stacks of this status, all characters, or the character will sustain 10 damage and a Whispering Lichen will appear on the opposite team. Okay, yeah, so we need to kill them. Okay, so you're attacking this one. That's good. I think we definitely play Scatter Shot here. And then we defend. That's just so much damage all over the place. Let's do that. And I think... yeah, we'll take 1 damage. You'll take a lot of damage and you'll get another spore. So we need to be a little bit careful with the spores here. As long as we can kill fast enough, should be okay. Another scatter shot would have been great, but... my god, they're so insane. What are you doing? You're... okay, you're cursing them all. That's probably what's gonna save us here, because I think reload, defend, defend will be the play. Or if that goes down to 4, so that's 4, 8, 12. That's enough. I hope they don't get... no, they don't... I shouldn't get in any of the... even down to 3, very nice. I shouldn't get any of the spores. No, I don't. The curse only happens if you actually take damage. Okay. So you're attacking that one. Of course you're attacking the only one you shouldn't be attacking. Yes, we need to block a lot with you, otherwise one is gonna spawn, but that might not be anything we can do anything about. We do have 2 wind up, so Scanner Shot is gonna deal 8. We could potentially kill one of them. we have to scatter. It's too much damage. You're attacking this one, so if we defend, it doesn't really matter too much if we defend or not. We're gonna spawn one. But you do 5, so it's better to, I think, to defend than it is to attack, because attacking will kill one, but it'll save us 5 damage. Defend will save us 7 damage. So let's defend. We will see a new lichen spawning though. Okay. Okay, that's a shame. Would have been lovely to see Scattershot. Okay, you're gonna die, but at the end of your turn. It's important to know though that our Hercules here can't die. He has Undying Loyalty. When Vigor is reduced to 0, this character enters recovery from form instead of dying. Well, it does say max stacks 1, so maybe just the ones. And you are definitely going to be beaten. You can kill 2 of them. You're also helping yourself a little bit there. That's good. I think we can do something like this. And it doesn't matter what you hit now, so let's just get this out of our deck. That's a free attack. We are 100% going to be attacking anything that is attacking our doggo. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to save you. We're getting them down at least. We're getting them down at least. Oh, and by the way, block is not removed at the end of your turn. I think it's halved, whatever you have left after, at the beginning of a new turn. You can see you should have 2 and 4. Yeah. So, I mean, we could, and I think we will just kind of chill here, because you're gonna be healing for a bunch of turns, so there's no reason for us to really hurry up at killing this one. We'll just let Hercules do his thing, honestly. We'll just block. So I don't know if you'd call this cheesy, but maybe a little bit. We're not gonna be able to do it for too many turns. He's gonna die now, so... You didn't get the heal off. That's fine. 10 hit points left. We get a tarot card. After defeating an enemy, heal 3 vigor. That's very nice. We can have 3 of these, and some of them are nasty. Some of them are really bad, I feel. Okay. We get another card. Folding money. Lose 10 credits, whatever they are, 10 gold. Gain 8 wind up. That is insane. Backstab. Deal 10 piercing damage. Apply 4 bleeding. For 3 though, that's extremely expensive. Ooh, that actually just become more expensive as well. That's an interesting upgrade, if you can call it that. 25 damage here, 30. I really would have loved if these upgrades reduced the cost by 1. 25 damage is... That's a lot. But folding money with what's it called? Scattershot? 6 damage to everything plus 8 damage to everything. That's a hefty combo. It's more difficult to set up than the point blank, for sure. But the point blank also leaves us with absolutely nothing else to do. You have the potion, of course. The point blank is a safer bet, I feel. It'll be difficult to set up folding money scattershot. Sure, let's go with point blank. It's very expensive though. Very expensive. Maybe it can save our hide at some point. Okay, let's go with the merchant. We have a bit of money. Let's see. We can't afford anything. Wow, this is expensive. And you're on sale for 48. This is a consumable. So this, I think... Oh, this is a little bit effed up here. I think the money... I think we have 110 or something like that. Is something that carries over between runs. So if we don't buy anything here, we'll just save it. Apply to bleeding to a random enemy 5 times. Pretty decent. Black powder is pretty good though. 10 damage to all enemies, that's not bad at all. Yeah, sure, let's go with the black powder. We could buy the cracked stiletto as well. Up against the boss, I mean, that's 10 bleeding on the boss. Assuming he has no ads. Sure, why not? Oh, it fixed itself. Why not? Let's do that. Let's see what we're gonna be up against. Well, we have an elite battle. These are absolutely insane. So we are gonna go with a battle against humans. I gotta say, they look human, sure, but also pretty much where it stops. Good point blank. We're not going to. Okay, so we're not gonna get any block on you. That's unfortunate. What are you doing? You are attacking this guy and gonna guess you're gonna apply bleed. It would be lovely if we could see what these debuffs actually are. Maybe not on the enemy until we encounter them for the first time or kill enough of them, for instance, to unlock some sort of information of them. But it would be nice if we at least knew what our own dog was going to be doing. Let's, since our doggo is going to go with him, let's start winding him down. Spores. Son of a gun. You also do spores. Okay. Oh my lord, you're taking a lot of damage. Well, we do have 3 defense, which... Okay, if we do the math here, that's 14. What do we need to hit? We need to hit 24. So we need to use all of them, unless... It's just damage. So it's no spores. Right now you're taking 3. I think I'm okay with that. I think you're taking 3. I'd rather have you take 7 so we can wind you down, because these are big ol' attacks. Yeah, and then you heal for 2, so that's okay, because now... Oh, come on, we can't even kill you. Well, we can, because you are attacking him. You're gonna give you're gonna give yourself 5 wind up, that doesn't really matter. You can do that. Scattershot. Ooh, is that enough? I think it is, yes. Are you attacking? You're attacking for 9, so we will take 2. I think that's okay. We also have wind up, apparently. So it's more than enough. Let's defend then. You're gonna kill that for us. Very good. Did we just restore health there? I think we did. I'm just curious if this tarot card, if it needs to be us that kills it, or it counts if it's our doggo. You're just gonna heal, or you're just gonna block, so that's actually pretty decent. You can just hopefully attack? No. Fair enough. But since block doesn't go away, let's heal or block our doggo. We'll have at least 3, I think, next time. I think it's rounded down. Yeah. And that is a lot of damage to your face, sir. A lot of damage to your face. We get to attack first. What do we need to do? We need to... We need to do 35, which unfortunately we cannot do. We're doing 30 at the moment. So, that's so close. We could use the Flask of Laudanum here. Laudanum. That would be enough to kill, because then we can do the attack. It's a big ol' hit. I guess if we are using this, we could reload first. Because if we draw a defend, we can just... We didn't. Darn. Okay, I think we're gonna save our doggy here. Gonna point blank that bastard. Okay, that might have been a silly use of our just on a standard battle here, but I mean we have them to use them. An Edison bomb. Apply 3 static charge to target enemy. Deals 1 to 3 electric shock damage at the end of each turn. Okay. And we get another card. Reload we know. Draw 1 card. Gain 7 block for 1. Frenzy. For 1, add 1 Frenzy to an ally. The character deals 50% more damage and receives 50% less damage for 1 turn. Ooh, that's not... Well, actually, the 50% damage is pretty decent, I suppose. And upgraded you at 2. It could... I mean, it's very situational. No, it has... It's only our doggo. It's only our doggo. Yeah. So, since our dog doesn't actually do like a lot of damage, this is mostly, I would say, mostly a defensive card. Which I mean, we could have used it this turn for this battle for sure. That was some heavy hitters. I mean, that was a turn where you took 24. That would have been down to 12 with this one. That would have been that's a good defend. We also have all or nothing though for 1. You gain 1 vulnerability and 10 wind-up. If your vigor is 30% or less, gain 10 additional wind-up. That's decent. Yeah, let's go all or nothing. 10 wind-up, that's a lot. And we're getting very close to the encounters here. Okay, visit to gain or replace tarot cards for your mission. Let's try that. A woman sits cross-legged before a small campfire along the roadside. Though she is old, her eyes are quick and bright, and Selena waves you over to share the warmth. She will also share her guidance and wisdom for a price. Okay, for a price you say, we can ask for fortune, a random tarot card. We can argue your fate, replace all your tarot cards. We're not doing that because this is pretty decent. A random tarot card could hurt us a lot. Or we can barter for a random consumable. Let's ask for our fortune. Let's see what happens. I think the barter here is probably the safe bet, but let's ask for our fortune. Okay, we don't have to take it actually. That's good. Increase the level of all abilities by 1. Okay. Actually don't know what that does. Well, we are now in the encounter stage of the mission. That's very nice.
You follow a river to an old sawmill. Hastily made barriers and spiked palisades slow your approach, suggesting it was used as some sort of redoubt. Multiple enthralled are impaled on the barricades, but the camp is now quiet. The dirt path continues up the hill.
Okay, we're gonna investigate the shack, of course.
You pry the boards from the door and call out, hoping someone may have taken refuge within. But from the dim light of the shack's interior rise the glowing eyes of more enthralled, who race towards you in a primal rage.
Well, we can't say that we are surprised here, can we? That we found a battle. Okay, this is kind of similar to what we had before, and holy Hannah, are you gonna buff yourselves next turn? So the thing with wind up, I believe if they take any damage, the wind up is gone. So that's on a good note. We just need to hit them once, then all this wind up is gone, if I'm correct. But for now, we have 3 attacks. That's very good because no one else is doing anything to attack us, at least. So let's do that. You are gonna apply a bleed to this guy. So honestly, you're gonna be a little bit lower than this guy. So let's just go all out on you. We do want to attack both here though, because they're gonna be doing a lot of damage. We didn't... Ooh, this is... We need an attack, we need an attack, we need an attack. We didn't get an attack. Okay. That's a lot of damage coming our way. Well, we got 1 attack. We can at least fix that one. So who's doing what here? You're doing that. That's kind of good that you're doing. Yes. Now you're doing pretty much nothing. Who goes first though? That's very interesting. Maybe they are doing it done in order from left to right, like with reading. If they are, that's very good because that means we are at least defending ourselves from the curses. Seems like it at least. Took some damage there. Didn't know we even had wind up, but okay. My god, you're doing a lot. Definitely not doing all or nothing here. What are you doing? You're attacking this guy. Okay. You could do dirty cheats, but the problem is if it hits this one, we're kind of screwed. If it hits one of these two, it's good. If it hits this one, I think we're gonna play it anyway. It didn't. Good. Kind of sad, honestly, that it didn't, because all or nothing, that would be 16 damage to everything. But the problem is, it wouldn't really change anything. We're still gonna play it because we still killed this one. We take 3. That's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. Actually, we only took 1. Even better. And you're not doing anything, so we are just gonna go all out on your behind. I have to assume you're pretty dead here. Hopefully. Yeah, we can't well, or will we? You're attacking. We could get an extra 2 health on our doggo. It would cost us 1. Yeah, I don't think we do that. I think we just kill it. Just kill it. We are back to full. That's actually pretty nice. That tarot card is coming in clutch. Ooh, another black powder. That's pretty. That's also very, very good. Okay. A howl for 1. Apply 2 vulnerability to all enemies. That's pretty good. Desperate shot for 1. It's a gun ability, apparently. Deal 7 damage if your vigor is or at below 30%. Deal 7 additional damage. Exhaust, okay. So until we are low on health, this is just a basic attack. Can be upgraded to 9 of each. This can be upgraded to 3 vulnerability. Knee to the gut for 1. Deal 6 damage, apply 1 trauma. For each stack of trauma, the character receives 1 damage each time they attack. That's pretty decent. 2 trauma if it's upgraded, because Now, that's pretty good on a boss. It takes a long time though to set up, to be really, really good. You know, you would have to play it a handful of times before you start actually feeling it. I think we'll take the howl here. Okay. Let us continue on.
In a clearing at the edge of the path, a crude wooden effigy, a wicker man, stands unfinished. With the approach of the spreading lichen, the workers never had the chance to light it. The corrupted bodies of several workers are caged within. Perhaps they hoped this sacrifice would protect them.
We have to burn it. Probably gonna lead to another battle.
You set the wretched thing ablaze with a torch, covering your mouth with your sleeve as the flames consume it. Perhaps the deed will bring some measure of comfort to the souls who died here.
Okay, we lost some nerve. That's okay, I think. So do we continue to another one? I think we do. Beneath the light of the crimson moon, Epping Forest seems corrupted somehow. The trees are twisted into unnatural shapes, and you feel as if you're being observed by a lurking evil. The path you were following has ended. You'll have to retrace your steps. Does that mean we didn't find it, or... Okay, no, it means we just continue. Okay, well... Obviously, we have been at it for 45 minutes so far, and we are not going to be able to finish this bad boy, this episode, at all. So we're gonna call it here. One thing I forgot to mention is that the demo is available right now during at least during the Steam Fest that is going on right now at the time of this video is released. The Steam Fest will end on October 20th at various times depending on time zone. If you want to go and try this out for yourself, you can. It is available. If not, by all means check, it might still be up. My experience is that a lot of these demos, they are actually available far beyond the actual next fests, but go check it out if you want. And if you want to see more of this game on this channel, let me know. For now, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.